Good afternoon. My name is Scott Hamilton. I'm the president here at Mountain Empire Community College, and it's my distinct pleasure to welcome Governor McAuliffe and the ARC to our campus. We're very excited to have this announcement today. Since 1972, Mountain Empire Community Colleges have been a key contributor in the economic development of Southwest Virginia by training a highly skilled and competitive workforce. Mountain Empire is especially grateful to the Appalachian Regional Commission for contributing approximately $750,000 during the last decade for projects including equipment and program materials for our advanced manufacturing and healthcare programs, expanded college access through our career coach, Great Expectations, and plugged-in programs, and most recently, the financial support for Mountain Empire Community College's Healthcare Simulation Lab, a state-of-the-art training facility for our healthcare students. With your ongoing support, Mountain Empire will continue to serve as a valuable partner in the development of the region's new economy. We are excited to host today's event, and we appreciate the Appalachian Regional Commission's recognition of the innovative, hardworking, and dedicated people of Southwest Virginia. Now, I would like to introduce Secretary Karen Jackson, who is the Secretary of Technology for the state of Virginia, who will introduce the governor.
What a great day to be in Southwest Virginia. It's now my pleasure to introduce Governor McAuliffe. Governor McAuliffe is working hard to build a new Virginia economy, and so far he's had 812 economic development projects that will bring $13.99 billion in capital investment to the Commonwealth in the coming years, more than any other governor combined.
$5 billion more than any governor in history.
$5 billion more than any other governor in the history of Virginia. I want to make sure that's he's a leader who definitely understands the importance of advancing key industry sectors like cybersecurity and unmanned systems, but also understands the need to preserve and expand our natural resources and assets across the state. He is positioning Virginia to unlock the potential of these new technologies through investments in education and workforce development, as well as the development of policies that make Virginia a national leader in these cutting-edge fields. I'm very proud to be part of his team and pleased to introduce the Honorable Terry McAuliffe, the 72nd Governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for your attention. It is great to be back at Mountain Empire, the greatest community college in all of Virginia. Give them a great round of applause. As I'm here myself, thank you, sir. I want to thank our great Secretary of Technology, Karen Jackson, and for the great work she and her team have done. And Earl, I want to thank you for being back with us again today for this important announcement that we had. It's great to be back in Big Stone Gap. As many of you know, we spent Columbus Day weekend down here. Brought all 5 kids, wife and 2 dogs, and we had a great time. And the leaves had not turned yet, but flying in here today, I tell you, looking out that window, there is no prettier place in the United States of America than right here. I want to recognize Joe Shelton, our Director of our House Community Development, for the great work that he does. Well, this is great news, once again, that we have. As Karen mentioned, I spent a lot of time talking about building that new Virginia cabinet. Virginia is in a very unique place as the #1 recipient of defense dollars. When you go through sequestration and we lose $10 billion, 11 through 13. We see laws of coal, textile, furniture, and tobacco. We have to constantly be reinventing our economy. And that's what we're here today to talk about. I'm very proud, as Karen had mentioned, we have done very well in bringing in new businesses from all over the globe. I announced a 4% unemployment rate. It was 5.4 when I became governor, and it's the steepest drop in 32 years. We're bringing in businesses from all over. But the goal is to make sure we're bringing jobs to every part of the Commonwealth, so that every part of our great Commonwealth is growing. We know that the folks here in our rural regions are the most talented folks, the most hardworking folks you could ever imagine. They're dedicated to their family, dedicated to their community, and I tell as I travel, I'm the most traveled governor in the United States of America. I've been on 20 trade missions to dozens of countries. You want to make money in America, you come to Virginia, you come to our rural parts of Virginia, you will not have a more dedicated workforce than we have in our rural communities. So I want to thank all of you. I also want to thank the President of the United States and the administration for the announcement we're doing today. I want to thank Governor Gohl for his great work. He was the federal chair of the Appalachian Regional Commission who is here with us today. He brings with him some very important news for us today about the Commission's Power Initiative, a significant demonstration of the administration's support for communities in our nation's coal regions. These communities, as you know, are working very hard to build upon their strengths to bring new business in, whether it be through tourism or agriculture. They're also pursuing cutting-edge technologies like cybersecurity and unmanned aerial systems. In fact, we were just up at UVA-Y for a great announcement that we had up there on cybersecurity to bring businesses from Northern Virginia here to make sure we're doing the cybersecurity, to make sure we're training everybody in cybersecurity. So the grants that we're announcing today are very important. The ARC is awarding today Virginia a lot of money to help support these brand new strategies. I'm happy to announce that ARC today is giving Virginia $6,651,327. Let me announce the 4 grants that we will be receiving today. First, I'm pleased to announce a $3 million ARC grant to the Friends of Southwest Virginia in Abington for the Building the Appalachian Spring, Growing the Economy of Southwest Virginia project. This comprehensive project will significantly enhance the outdoor recreation industry in Southwest Virginia, which will attract more tourists as well as new businesses who are seeking a fantastic quality of life for their employees. The funds will be used to develop new access points along the New River, construct an Appalachian Trail Center in downtown Damascus, and create a 30-mile trail connecting the Breaks Interstate Park to downtown Hayside. And I can tell you, I just spent Columbus Day weekend at the Breaks Park, one of the greatest parks in the United States of America. To sit in that cabin and to look out at those mountains, there's not another place like it. I also want to thank the Virginia Tobacco Region Revitalization Commission who are supporting this project with $300,000. Give them a great round of applause. In total, let's give Jack Kennedy a great round of applause. I can see his eyes down there. In total, this project will increase travel and tourism expenditures by $30 million over the course of the next 5 years and create 60 new businesses and 200 new jobs in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Our second announcement today is the Industrial Development Authority in Wise that will receive $2.22 million grant from the Virginia Emerging Drone Industry Cluster Project to develop a drone operator workforce supporting our new unmanned aerial system sector. This project will train 64 new workers, including former coal industry employees, to operate this brand new cutting-edge technology, which will leverage $15 million in investments and create 210 new and indirect jobs in the region. I can tell you that we need these skilled workers because this industry is so strong here in Southwest Virginia. It is my goal to see Southwest Virginia be the epicenter for the development of this new state-of-the-art technology. There is no reason why we can't have everything here. As many of you know, Virginia is part of the Mid-Atlantic Aviation Partnership and one of the 6 federal aviation administration test sites for the integration of drones into our national airspace. I was excited, as you know, to be here in Wise last year for the first FAA-sanctioned delivery of humanitarian supplies to the remote area medical clinic. If you remember, we were on all the national news as we brought a prescription that was delivered by a drone. And that's obviously important in rural areas. If they have huge snowstorms or natural disasters where trucks may not be able to get to folks, we can now use the drones in an emergency situation to bring much needed medicine to folks. For us, as I always like to say, it was a Kitty Hawk moment for the Commonwealth of Virginia. And we will continue to host more milestones as this industry continues to grow. In fact, as you probably saw in the news, several months ago, Virginia Tech was the site for the most extensive drone testing yet here in the United States of America. We had a partnership with Google's Project Wing and Chipotle, where we actually provided burritos for food deliveries using this new technology. So you picked up the phone, you ordered a burrito, the next thing you went out in your front yard, and boom, all of a sudden the burrito was there for you. So, who knows what's next we can actually deliver. I'm really trying to build our craft brewery industry. I can just see it now. Kegs of craft beer being brought along by these little phones. Our third ARC grant announcement today is $1.42 million going to Southwest Virginia Community College for the Southwest Virginia Regional Cybersecurity Initiative. This project will bring together 3 colleges, Southwest Community College, as well as the Mount Empire Community College, and UVA's College of Wise, to position Southwest Virginia as a regional hub for cybersecurity. This grant will fund a new cybersecurity credential program that will support startup companies and expand UVA-Wise's bachelor degree program, providing space now for research and development activities. This initiative builds upon the MOU that I announced in July between the Center for Innovation Technologies MACC 37 Cyber Accelerator and the UVA-Wise to advance cyber entrepreneurship and growth here in the region. This project will train 161 new workers and retain another 110 new jobs. I have consistently talked about cybersecurity. In addition, here in Southwest Virginia, we can be the hub for cybersecurity. I recently was elected chairman of the National Governors Association, so your governor is now chair of all the governors. And my big initiative, of course, is cybersecurity. For all the parents here today, let me say to you, right now in Virginia, we have 17,000 cyber jobs open right now. Starting pay, $88,000. Did all the parents hear me here? Now, you're all too young in this audience. There used to be a movie called The Graduate. Plastics was the key word. I'm telling you today, folks, it is cyber. Starting pay. You do not need a 4-year degree to get a cyber degree. You need more than high school, probably a 2-year degree. That's why our community colleges are the sweet spot to get code writing, some computer application skills. We can move you right into a cyber degree. And you don't have to physically, where 565 companies were leading the nation on cyber companies, but you don't have to be in Northern Virginia, where many of them are headquartered. As long as you have access to the web, you can do this anywhere. And that's why I really think of the quality of life here and the work ethic that you have here. There is no reason that we cannot fill up our communities here. All of our students graduate Mount Empire and others will immediately go right into the cybersecurity. So I'm pretty fired up on that, and I want us to be the leader. This announcement today really helps us do that. Finally, our 4th ARC grant today provides more than $11,000 to Round the Mountain, Southwest Virginia's Artisan Network located in Abington. And these funds will assist with grant writing and fundraising for regional projects to encourage breweries, see I was getting there, breweries that will support agriculture and tourism industries. Together, these projects will help to create and retain more than 680 direct and indirect jobs in the Commonwealth. Each of these grants supports our work to reinvent and strengthen the Southwest Virginia economy. I have just announced our 165th craft brewery here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. What I love about the business, it brings in addition to the beer, but in addition to that, it brings tourism in. But also, these craft breweries are locally sourcing all their ag products. So it really helps. Their blueberries and strawberries, their hops are all locally sourced. So it actually helps our agriculture. As you may or may not know, I was the first Virginia governor to visit all 23 community colleges. I am the first Virginia governor to visit all of our 37 state parks. And I'm doing my best to be the first Virginia governor to visit all 164 craft breweries. I am well on my way, but this is exciting for all of us. And I do want to thank Earl and all of his colleagues at the ARC for the work that they have done to help us bring economic prosperity to the region, to help our Appalachian communities take it to the next level. Folks, they've given us the resources. We have the educational tools here. There is no reason why we should not be leading on unmanned aerial systems, why we should not be leading on cybersecurity. This is what we can do in South Side and Southwest Virginia. And I do, on behalf of every citizen in Commonwealth Virginia, I want to thank Earl and his team for putting their faith and confidence in us. So let's give him a great round of applause. Earl Gohl.
Pleasure to follow Governor McAuliffe. It's something to look forward to every day. The clouds come out right after him with all of his energy and all of his ideas to be able to stand up and see to the audience. But today is a great day here in Southwest Virginia. And I really want to send our appreciation to Scott Hinton, the president of Mountain Empire Community College, for inviting us and helping us to sponsor this event and really provide a great time and a great environment for us to talk about the power issue and the power work. It's also important for me to acknowledge the great work of Bill Sheldon, Director of the Department of Housing and Community Development. Bill Sheldon serves as the governor's alternate at ARC. What that means is I can pay attention to it. But what it also means is that Bill, who's been the alternate for 5 governors, has this depth of experience and knowledge, he has his credibility, but more important than anything else, he has a vision, and a strategic vision on how to invest public resources in ways that leverages and creates opportunity, creates new private investment, and really provides great futures for communities. So Bill, I want to just tell you how much I appreciate all the work we've done, the partnerships that we've been able to foster the last 6.5 years, and I'm actually looking forward to continuing that partnership for several more. I also want to acknowledge, at the Southwest Regional Commission, we don't do anything, we don't exist without an annual appropriation by the Mexican Congress. Today we have with us some 4 staffers that I want to recognize. Shane Clem from Senator Warner's office, Laura Moore from Senator Alexander's office, in back, Jill Seggers from Senator Corker's office, in back also, and Michelle Jenkins from Congressman Griffith's office. Here. Pardon? Laura Blevins, I'm sorry, Laura Blevins from Congressman Griffith's office. I always do mess this up. Laura, So, Governor, thank you for participating, for your leadership. The awards that the governor announced are going to go to quote a famous Canadian philosopher, Wayne Gretzky. They're going to go to where the jobs are going to be. Their investments in the diversified Southwest Virginia economy, their investments that will belong to sustain impact in Virginia. The governor, I do want to correct you. We're not giving this Virginia anything. We're investing in the future, and the taxpayers of the United States expect a return on that investment. We expect jobs to be created, we expect wealth to be created, we expect communities to be strong places to live. Today is part of the President Obama's partnership for opportunities and workforce and economic revitalization initiative, also known as POWER. ARC is announcing an additional $20 million in federal investments to support economic diversification of coal-impacted communities. And earlier this morning, the Economic Development Administration announced $8 million in projects in the West Coast. These investments will help build on the great work the communities throughout Appalachia are doing to create jobs, revitalize main streets, to expand opportunities. $20 million announced today will invest in 20 projects in 93 Appalachian communities. They include 15 implementation projects and 10 technical assistance awards and 3 research initiatives that will help us understand the Appalachian economy. We will also create or retain 1,100 jobs and leverage over $47 million in national investments throughout the Appalachian region. I'm very pleased to be able to announce today these awards, many of which have representatives here with us today. In Kentucky, we'll be awarding $1 million to the Federation of Appalachian Housing Enterprises. Pam Johnson was with us this afternoon, for their Appalachian Assistance Squad project. We'll also be providing $1.8 million in critical infrastructure for the development of the Appalachian Wildlife Center. We have Vernon Brown from the Department of Local Services, as well as David Lettle from the Wildlife Center itself, for our with us today. In Ohio, we are ARC investing $1.4 million in the Kentucky College Horizons program, and with us we have Dr. Betty Young, an additional $119,000 to rural action to develop the Appalachian Ohio Solar Chain Initiative. In Pennsylvania, ARC will be investing $500,000 in innovation works. It's focused on working with entrepreneurs in the southwestern part of Pennsylvania, as well as $662,000 to the Southwest Pennsylvania Gardening Project that will focus on the work of working with manufacturers throughout the core regions of southwest Pennsylvania. And we have with us this afternoon Luke Bellotti of the Southwestern Pennsylvania Development. Luke, you do somewhere this. In Tennessee, ARC is investing $1.5 million in the Marion County Regional Education Center, which is a community college, $353,000 in the Mountain Harvest Kitchen Incubator. We have with us this afternoon Mayor Lynch of Unicorn, Tennessee, and $400,000 in the Urban Utility Broadband Initiative to help support the further development of broadband services in that part of Tennessee. In West Virginia, ARC is investing $1.5 million in the Sprout Farm Project. Bill Woodrum from the Washington University Research Corporation is with us here today. This is a project that will be working to facilitate and encourage the development of vibrant agricultural industry in West Virginia to help support the development of local food initiatives throughout the state. ARC is also investing $362,000 in the West Virginia Rural Health Infrastructure Loan Program to help support the development and the construction of small health care facilities in rural parts of West Virginia. $90,000 in Randolph County Development Authority to work on creating a strategic plan for the Hardwood Alliance Cluster. $140,000 from West Virginia Connected Communities Incorporated to help partner with the New River Road Association in planning to develop additional connecting trail systems in West Virginia. $150,000 in the Connecting Valley Initiative, which is working to support the development of the teachers' village in downtown Wells, West Virginia. And $105,000 to work with the Williamson Health and Wellness Center to turn what was once a pill mill into a lively community health care facility. $123,000 to the Region 4 Planning and Development Council to partner with the Center for Rural Entrepreneurship in West Virginia to work with a variety of a number of counties throughout that part of the state. We were also funding two multi-state collaborations. The first is a $1.7 million two-year project with the Center for Rural Entrepreneurship to work with counties throughout Kentucky, West Virginia, and Southwest Virginia on implementing the entrepreneurship and local development initiative, as well as $500,000 to Range Source Capital, and Scott Ewing is here with us today, to support the development of Inca funds throughout the Appalachian region as a way of building and helping support the entrepreneurial ecosystem of Appalachia. We're also we'll be working as an award and sole contract to do a variety of research projects that will help map the coal plus infrastructure in the region, and we're also focusing on the development of best practices that are being implemented throughout the region. These awards really build on the previous set of power announcements that we made in August of this year. Power initiatives altogether with the work we've done with EDA, amounted to $66.3 million in federal funds for 71 projects throughout the region that really focus on a whole variety of challenges and issues. ARC has invested $47.5 million in the last 12 months to really move forward and implement this program. But you know, the grants are important. The grants are help to leverage and help to stimulate and help to encourage folks to collaborate, to stretch, and to really put their best forward the best ideas on paper. But you know, every day I get up with the notion of the proposition that Appalachia is the next great investment opportunity in America. we make that argument because of the folks who live here. Because of the folks who are mayors and entrepreneurs and their nurses and their teachers come in a whole variety of shapes and sizes and beliefs and passions. But they share in common this idea that they want their communities to be better places for the kids and the grandkids and the world for themselves. It's like an army, it's like an Appalachian army of individuals who are dedicated to this work. And also within this region, we have these opportunities. We have opportunities around healthcare and energy and manufacturing and tourism and local foods. And the challenge that we share, and the challenge that the Power Mission takes on, is how do we build the ecosystem? How do we build the entrepreneurial ecosystem? So that when the entrepreneur collides with the opportunity, the chances and the likelihood of success are that much greater. And that's what the Power Mission is working to do. It isn't just a grant to give to the community, but it's an investment in building a structure that works and provides folks the opportunity within that life to move forward, to make their places in their community better places for the kids and the grandkids and the work for themselves. So I want to thank each of you for participating, for each of you stepping forward and taking the leadership to move forward and make sure that your community has these opportunities. And that's as we move away from a coal-driven economy, that we're driven in a way that is sustainable, that is challenging, and that helps us move forward. So I want to thank you all for coming today. Now we're going to move in closing. Since we are here at Mount Denver, and it is the hub, according to the governor, of all things around the university, and will be the all things. And so we have a whole program of number of students who are going to be outside, who will be able to show us the work, the opportunities, and secure all of our fascination about what these things really are. So I thank you for coming, and I invite you to stick around and see and to experience your own experience with this as well. Thank you so much for being here.
Not going to kill you.
We are recording full screen video right now. It does video, and you'll see it's going to drift some because of the wind. But essentially, we have pretty much control over it now. Turn it around. If you'll all wave, you'll be on the camera right now. If you'd like to see it up closer in the window, I'll be glad to bring it up.
Fred, how long can that stay up in the air?
This one will stay up about 22 to 23 minutes, depending on how bad it has to fight the wind or anything.
Alright.
As you can see, I can turn it around to any direction that I like to go. Right now, we're actually videotaping like a panorama of the entire valley. If you'd like to see, you can actually come up and look, and you can see this.
I am going to get out of the way now. Be flying.
This one takes you to the the governor is in charge. Easy to fly. Yes, always nice. Right now, it's satellites right now, trying to keep it locked in location. Not bad, is it? I'm going to move him to the head of the class. How's it doing, Brad? He's doing beautiful. I can do that. Try looking at it on the display. That's what the pilot away from the people.
I got a lot of state police. Anyone who could do it.
Bother you for a picture?
Want to try it here? Pretty simple. Up, down, and
This is open down. I was just let go and it would stop wherever you let go. And then you go up a little bit, you can go and stay there.
what was that manufactured, Fred?
This one is 3 years old now. So it's nothing new.
Are the newer ones, the batteries last longer and everything?
Yeah, they're getting up into the 30-minute range right now. Depending on how hard you press the motors, but about 30 minutes is about the best right now on the market.
And the disc.
This one,
I've been thinking about that all day.
but by federal law, we have to keep it in a spot at all times.
My work hand.
These are on the side only, so we couldn't be flying out of the side of the but we can make the other side of that mountain over there. Oh, yeah. That's really good. And then we can still see it maybe a little bit.
You can take it all the way to the mountain.
Yeah, we can make that mountain over there.
And at some point it loses signal.
Yeah, if this one loses signal, it's going to fly up to 60 meters high. It's going to fly right back and land where it took off.
So it's like a hundred.
That's
I like this kind of flying. I don't have any worries.
yeah, I'm not great. It's great how easy it works. Karen, you want to give it a try? No. What would that cost you today, Fred?
This one right here, right now, you can get this for $4.99. When we bought it, it was like $1,200. That one
Okay, so why don't we start with, some exciting things happening for Southwest Virginia, what it means for you to be able to be here today and announcing it to everyone.
Well, today's a great day for Southwest Virginia. We announced $6.6 million in ARC grants, which will really help us build the unmanned aerial systems here. They ought to be developed here, cybersecurity business, all these new 21st state-of-the-art technologies to bring tourism, to increase our agriculture. We put money in today for new craft breweries. This is how you build and diversify your economy. So this $6.6 million is a down payment on an investment to making sure we're getting the credentials that students need so that they can be in the UAV business, so they can be in the cybersecurity business. I have 17,000 jobs open right now in Virginia. Starting pay $88,000. You do not need a 4-year college degree. A 2-year degree with some code writing and computer science, I can sketch you tomorrow on a job that pays you $88,000. That's what this is about, highlighting the jobs that exist today in Virginia to really help communities that have been hurt in the rural areas from loss of coal or textile or furniture or tobacco. That's what we're about, and today is a big investment for Southwest Virginia's future.
How long has it taken for you guys to kind of be in discussions to bring this about?
It's been about a year of discussions for these ARC grants. Next year, so we got about 6.6 million of the total pie for the country of 50 million. Next year they will do another 50 million, and I would encourage everyone, let's get some more grants in there. So I'm pretty proud that we got 6.6 million for all the states, but because we had great programs, and as long as we have the great programs, we can continue to do it. I spend every day talking about building that new Virginia economy. I'm very proud. Our unemployment rate has gone from 5.4 down to 4% since I've been governor. So it's the steepest decline in 32 years. But the goal is, with all these new jobs, second lowest unemployment of any major state in America, every part of Virginia needs to come with this new success. And that's why Southwest, hardworking folks, love their families, love their communities, dedicated, show up for work every day. There's no reason why we can't make Southwest Virginia the hub of the new Virginia economy.
So overall, this announcement is good news for the economy here in coal country.
What's that?
I said overall, this announcement is good news for the economy here.
This is an important new announcement because we're really trying to encourage folks that they understand there are a lot of jobs open. We have, as I say, 37,000 technology jobs open in Virginia. As governor, I'm forfeiting $3.2 billion a year payroll wages. We have jobs open, but our students are not graduating with the skills to match the jobs that exist. This announcement for the credentialing that we're going to do at UVA-Wise and Mountain Empire and Southwest Community College is now going to get them the credential to go into the workforce. We have a lot of high-paying jobs in Virginia. It doesn't matter where you live. If you want to be a cyber warrior, you can be in Southwest Virginia, work for a company in Northern Virginia. In fact, the Northern Virginia companies, I just did an announcement the other day with our Center of Innovative Technology at UVA-Wise, they would prefer to have their employees here in Southwest Virginia. Their cost of living, it works out great. And as I say, hardworking, dedicated folk. As long as you have access to the internet, you can get on that pipe, and to get on the World Wide Web, you can do it. So this is really what we're talking about, is revolutionize. The old economy of Virginia is gone. It's a new economy today. We can lead the nation on it. I want us to be the leader on the unmanned aerial systems, as we're one of 6 states now that have been chosen across the country to lead on this. We just had a launch the other day, as you know, from Wallops Island. In addition, cybersecurity, we should be the head of cybersecurity. We have 656 companies in Virginia today on cybersecurity. I chair the National Governors Association now. My whole initiative is cyber. We can bring these businesses in. We've got to have a workforce for the companies to come. 17,000 open jobs. Either I fill those jobs or they'll go to another state. They'll stay here because of our education system, and that's what today's announcement is all about. This is an important day for Virginia and Southwest Virginia.
You talk about those unemployment rates, and some of the counties in Southwest Virginia are the ones hardest hit by it, of course, because of all the coal going away. Talk a little bit about what this means for the families here trying to get jobs and trying to stay in the area, because I know most of them want to stay local and they don't want to move away.
And we want everybody to stay local. We want everybody to stay with their family. What I'm telling every family in Southwest Virginia, there are jobs available today. Now we've got to make sure we have the industry credential. You've got the apprenticeship to go in it. I was down in Southwest Virginia the other day. We have so many job demand skills open today. Truck drivers. I just did an event the other day down in Southwest Virginia where we'll pay 2/3 of the cost of you getting that industry credential. If you'll go in, we have 46,000 job openings today, starting pay $35,000, $45,000. Cybersecurity, as long as you get that credential at one of our great community colleges, one of our centers of excellence, I can get you a job immediately. So I just want everybody in Southwest Virginia to know you are part of the new Virginia economy. You are an integral part. And in fact, if anything, because of literally, as I say, the work ethic, hardworking folks, you can help me drive that economy. So if you're interested, get in touch with your community colleges. Let them know. We have community colleges all over within an hour drive of every Virginia resident. Take part in this new renaissance. You're part of it. Let's get going.
Thanks, everyone.
You say New Virginia. Do you believe there should be a policy pursued to reopen coal mines in the area?
Well, what's going to determine what opens or doesn't open is determined on what the economy. Clearly, you have seen with the advent of natural gas, that has changed the energy mix here in America, and it's changed the energy mix around the globe. So
and
people,
8,000. And here too, 8,000 gas wells.
Yeah, I mean, it's just natural gas has totally transformed it. So what we can't hope something comes back. We've got to figure out what the new opportunities are, and you are an integral part of the new Virginia economy. Look what we did here with the unmanned aerial vehicle right here with our drone. Look what we can do with cybersecurity. So everybody can be part of it. The point I'm trying to make with the cost of living here and the sheer beauty, I mean, how many families wouldn't want to live here and look right behind me? That is what we call a great quality of life. But you still will get to pay the same amount of money. These Northern Virginia companies will hire as many folks who get a cyber degree. I can start you out tomorrow at $88,000. Every student who watches this tonight on television should understand these jobs are open, they're ready, and let's go get them.
Thanks, everyone.